What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video we're creating a portrait illustration of Darth Maul from Star Wars. Let's begin today's lesson by setting up our drawing with a series of guidelines. We're going to start by sketching a line coming down the center of our page. Let's start from the very top. Just going to lightly work our way down towards the bottom. Now along the top, let's add another line going across from left to right. Now I'm going to use these lines to help us create a circle along the top of our page. So from that center point, let's move up. Just going to mark off the top of our circle. Let's measure that same distance from the center down towards the bottom. And then we'll repeat that across this horizontal line. So measuring the distance from the center over toward the left, and then the right side. Now we're going to connect the center point of each mark with a curve to create our circle. Let's start with the top left. We're just going to rough this in. The circle doesn't have to be perfect. Just want to get the right size and placement at the top of our page. And just go back and just smooth that out. Let's move to the side of our circle, draw another line coming straight down towards the bottom. And then from the bottom of our circle, draw another line going across from left to right. Now I want to leave a gap in between the eyes, so from the center line, let's move over toward the left, draw a straight line going up, take that same distance over towards the right, do the same thing, and we'll extend that all the way down towards the bottom of our page. Now let's start blocking out the eyes. So from this point, we're going to step up, angle the eye going up and out towards the side, come down and out towards the end. Let's round out the bottom of the eye and just pull that back in. Now I'm going to tuck the iris and pupil underneath the brow. Start on the left, draw a half circle, coming down and then up. And then in between the eyes in the middle, step all the way down, draw another line going all the way across from left to right towards the bottom edge of the nose. From that center point, angle the nose going up and then out. From the tip of the nose, let's step down, draw another line going across the mouth. Step down, draw a short line going across the lower lip. Step down one more time and mark off the chin. Now let's go to the outside of the eye line, angle the head, coming down and in toward the mouth line, towards the jaw, angle this down and in towards the bottom of the chin. Now let's go back to the side of the head, I'm just going to angle the ears, going up and then out, go straight down the side, angle this back down and in towards the jaw. From the jaw, let's draw two lines coming down the side of the neck. Go back up to the top, slope the shoulders, coming down and then out. Now that we have a rough sketch, I'm going to go back and clean this up by erasing these guidelines. Now we're left with this very light sketch of the head. We're going to go back and modify the shape and add some more details. Now I'd like to start with the eyes. We're starting from the inside. Just going to bend this down towards the edge of the nose. Add some shape going all the way out towards the outside. Just going to work our way across the bottom of the eye. And then just cleaning up the bottom edge of the iris. I'm just going to add a fold on the inside and at the edge of the brow. Now moving back down, I'm just going to add some shape to the nose. Start by rounding out the end, curving this up and out along the side of the nostrils. I'm just going to expose some of the teeth along the mouth. So start by dipping the lip down in the middle, coming out towards the corners of the mouth, and down across the bottom. I'm just going to roughly separate the teeth. Now we're just going to add a horn on the side of the temples. Just going to bend this out and then up. I'm just going to layer the ears in behind. So just adding more shape, coming down towards the earlobes. Just adding a fold along the inside. I'm just going to modify the size of the head along the top. Just going to bring this down a little bit lower in the middle. And I'm just going to go back and clean up our drawing before we add some more detail and shading. Now I'm going to add a horn in the center of the forehead. So we'll start by lightly sketching out a circle. From the ends, bend this in and up towards the middle. On the sides, add an oval to add another horn. From the bottom, bend this up and in towards the top of our oval. And then we'll add one more horn on the side of the head. Now I'm going to go in and start adding the markings across the face. We're going to start with the nose, starting along the side. Just going to add that diamond shape in the center. And just work our way up towards the nose bridge. I'm just going to work our way up towards the top. Now I'm going around the eyes. And then we're just going to mirror that over on the right. Now I'm going to use a rough sketch as a guide to help us add more detail and refine the shape. So let's start back at the eyes, just working our way around the outside. Just going to modify the height of the mouth, just bring this up a little bit higher. I'm just going to add some folds across the side of the body, across the shoulders, And then we'll just layer the hood in behind. Just roughing this in. Now we're just going to simply go back in and start adding some shading. Also darkening up the inside of the pattern around the face. Just going to start by tracing out the contour first. And I'm going to go and start layering our shadows on top. just want to add some texturing inside the horns, starting from the base and just working our way up. Now, as we get closer to the end, we'll just tighten up our shadows and add a little bit more detail, and always be sure to sign our artwork, and that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of Darth Maul from Star Wars. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single day. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.